see, I promised this eye look in my last video, which was my something favorites, and I was wearing this look in the video and I said I would show you guys because I had filmed it. I looked back at the footage and it was just really not that great. I thought I'd just refilm it and do the same eye look. I couldn't remember exactly how I did it because it was a little while ago, so I did make some tweaks, but it looks pretty similar to the one in my previous video. This eye look pretty much revolves around the MAC Blue Brown pigment. I got this pigment along quite a bit ago, but it's just the most beautiful statement pigment. You apply it and in some lights it's brown, and then it has duochromes of blue, and it's just so nice. So yeah, this whole eye look revolves around that pigment. It's a really nice peacocky smoky eye. I hope you guys like this video, and if you guys want to see how I did this look, just keep on watching. Okay, so with all eye looks, we're just going to start with a primer. This is going to help the eyes not crease and stay on a lot longer. And I'm going to be using my favorite Too Faced eyeshadow Insurance. Okay, so before we put down our blue brown pigment onto our eyelids, we're going to put on a transition shade to help the colors blend a lot nicer, and this will just make the process a lot easier. I'm going to be using Morphe's single eyeshadow in Deep Skin. Such a nice eyeshadow. So I'm going to take that on a Morphe G17 eye brush and then just put that into my crease. After I put down that transition shade into my crease, I'm going to go in and put a black base all over my eyelids to prepare us for this awesome MAC pigment. By putting a black base down, it'll really make that pigment just stand out so much more, and you'll be able to see more of the blue and brown tones better. Don't worry about being too neat with it, just kind of lay down the color and then you can blend it out after you've laid that down. And you're done. I'm gonna go back in with that first transition shade. Oh God, I struggle saying that word. To just kind of soften that black a little bit. Once you have this done, we're gonna start going in with the pigment. So how I like putting on this pigment, I like starting off dry and then going in wet. What I like to do is work off the lid of the pigment. So like in a MAC pigment, you'll get this little kind of clear lid. I like using the product there instead of swooping into the container, because then you get way too much product. So I just like to get my brush and just tap it onto the lid or little clear divider and then put it onto my eye. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Okay, so once I have a layer of that patted down on my eyes dry, I'm gonna go in with it wet, and to do that, I'm gonna grab my any setting spray. You can use Fix Plus, you can use a mixing medium, you can even use water. I'm gonna go in with my Urban Decay makeup setting spray and just spray that onto my brush, and then go back into the pigment and then put it back on my eyes. Now we need to blend it all out so it all looks like a smoky eye. Okay, so now to darken up the crease and to blend the shadows, to blend these two bits together a little bit better, I'm going to be taking the eyeshadow Embark by MAC, putting that on a small kind of shader brush. This is a Sigma E25. And then just going into my crease and blending those two together. Now I've brought that color from the crease. I've started laying down the color first. And then as most of the color is leaving the brush, I'm bringing it closer to the inner corner. Now, this eye isn't as blended out as this one, so I'm gonna go back in with that Morphe fluffy blending brush, and just with no product, like no eyeshadows, just clean brush. Just gonna blend, and that looks so much better. To really darken up that crease now, I'm gonna take a really dark brown and put it just into the outer crease. You can take a black, but I didn't want to go too dark. So I'm going to go in with Triple Fudge from the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette. I'm just going to lay that into the outer crease. Sorry, outer corner. Outer crease? Outer corner? I think both are right. And then going back in with my Sigma E25. Just kind of blending that out a little bit. Okay, so that's what you get after you've blended all your browns. If you find that you've lost some of that pigmentation from the original pigment that you put down, go back, put it back on top and just blend it out a little bit more. So far mine has stayed on pretty nicely, but why not? Let's add some more back on. Just to get that intensity back. Okay, so off camera I applied some black wing liner. Applying eyeliner on camera is really stressful. I just prefer doing it when the camera is not filming. I'm gonna take my Zoeva 226 smudger brush and I'm gonna take a little bit of that MAC blue brown pigment and I'm just going to put that under my eye. The great thing about this pigment is when you go in with it lightly, you get more of the brown undertones, but when you really pack it on, that's when you see the blueness to it. So I'm just going to be going in pretty light-handed. Okay, so once you've done that, I'm going to, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna take that first transition shade, and I'm just gonna blend out the edges of that lower lash line color. Just really diffuse it and make it meet up with the upper lash line. Okay, so now before we continue, I'm gonna put a black eyeliner in my waterline. This is the same one I used as my eyeshadow base. I'm just gonna smudge the black a little bit onto my waterline, onto the lower lash line, focusing more on the outer corner. So going back in with Triple Fudge from Too Faced, just smudge out that black. Then I'm gonna go in with mascara on my upper and bottom lashes. Okay, so after I finished applying mascara, I went and filled in my eyebrows, and that is the finished eye look. Okay, so a lipstick that pairs really nicely with this eye look is the Gerard Cosmetics 1995 lipstick. It's a really nice brown color, and while it is a little bit dark, it just really complements the brown in the smoky eye. I really like this color combination. If you don't want something as intense, definitely just go for a really nice nude. With a look as intense as this, you are going to want to contour or at least bronze up the face just a little bit. So I'm going to start by using MAC's MSF Powder in Medium Plus. I'm going to add in a little bit of Benefit's Hoola on top of all that. For blush, I'm going to take a little bit of Makeup Geek Spellbound. This is a really nice matte blush, and I'm just going to take a little bit and put it on my cheeks. Ooh. Now, once you've finished all that, you're going to go ahead and set your face with a setting spray. I like to do this because just everything stays in place and nothing moves. So that's this finished eye look. It's something really nice and smoky. It's perfect for a night out, and I think it really works well with blue eyes, works really well with brown eyes because the blue really brings out the brown. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you recreate this look, which would be so awesome, tag me at Cara Gemma on Instagram. You can also find me on Facebook. I have my own Facebook page now, which I kind of want to get better at and post more stuff on. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. That would mean so much to me. And until next time, see you guys next time. Bye.